Hi there, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do a quick video on making a Feltie. I'm using this design from Etsy.com and it's listing number 521469526. Okay, and if you want to buy it, go ahead. I also bought the unicorn that they have. I don't know if it's going to show it, but it's adorable, trust me. Okay, but for ease sake today, we're just going to use the horse. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open up Paint. I'm going to open the horse design in Paint. Okay, I'm going to choose Open. And I'm going to choose the horse head, choose Open. Okay, and so I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to choose the Freeform Selection. And I'm just going to go ahead and delete the eyes and the nose and the mouth. Okay, these are going to be too small of details to digitize. It's too small for the program to try to figure out all the different pixels and stuff like that and how to make a complete picture with small amount of colors. So instead of fighting with it, we're just going to delete it, okay? And if you do want to have those features in, just digitize them each separately and then layer them in or merge them in SewWhatPro, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and from there we're going to choose resize. We're going to bring it down 25%. Okay, we're bringing it down to 25% of its original size. Its original size is like 20 inches big. We don't need it that big, okay? So from here, we're going to choose Select All, Copy, and you can also save it and then open it in SewArt, but this is just simple. Just copy and paste it. Okay, and we're right in SewArt, okay? And even though this looks like just a few colors, it's going to be like 200 colors, okay? 255 colors. So what we want to do is we want to gradually bring down the colors so that we can fill this in. If we try to fill it in now, there's like probably 100 different browns in there. We don't want to deal with all that. So we're going to bring it down to 100 at first. And the reason we do it slow is so that it keeps the smoothness. It gives the software a chance to kind of regroup the pixels. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to go down to 50, go down to 10, choose OK, and that's good enough for me for now. I'm going to grab my dropper tool in the fill region screen, and I'm going to grab a brown from over here. I'm going to fill that in, and I'm going to fill this in as well. Okay, so those are close enough. We're going to go over here and we're going to go down to 5 colors. And then 4 colors. Okay. And I know that that looks really, really, really weird. But we're going to go ahead and fix that in a second. Okay, so we have 4 colors. We're going to go back into our fill region. We're going to make the background a bright blue color. Okay, because it's different than all the colors we're working with. And we kind of want to get rid of this white. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this tan, we're going to try to flood everything with it, and then we're going to take the dropper and we're going to grab the white and we're going to fill everything in. Okay? Then we're going to grab that tan again and fill it back in. Okay? It's still going to have some speckles. We're going to get rid of it in the Merge Colors button, but we wanted to smooth that out and make it easy. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing with these. We're going to grab our dropper tool, and instead of trying to make each of these strands dark, we're going to make everything the lesser color. Okay? But then, just for me, for it to be easier for my eyes to see, I'm just going to color in the main, and I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this detail as well. With them being so small, you don't want them to have more detail for the program. If you want that on there, like I said, with the eyes and nose and the mouth, digitize them separately and then add them in SewWhatPro, okay? That'll help get rid of a lot of frustration whenever it comes to small detailed stuff. Just digitize them separately. Cut them out in Paint, digitize, okay? So from here, we're going to double check and make sure we only have 3 colors. And they're showing we have 6. Let's check our merge colors. Okay, so it's showing that we have these tiny little things. Let's, instead of despeckle them, let's merge them. Same here. I don't know if you can see that, but we're going to go ahead and merge it. And despeckle kind of throws it into different colors, I guess. I'm not really sure, but it makes it where it's not as smooth as merging it. So I've kind of come to the part where I enjoy merging more than despeckling. But on this part right here, you can see all of this stuff in the back. So it's either not going to pick it up, or it's going to go and do all of this and then go 1 stitch here, jump, 1 stitch here, jump. That stinks. So we're going to despeckle it. Okay. We're going to check our dark. Doesn't look like there's anything that needs to be despeckled. And we're going to make sure the silhouette looks nice and clean. Okay. Everything looks awesome. We're going to get out of there. We're going to go over here to stitch image. And the reason why I did the blue background was so that it is completely different than the colors. And that way I could know the background, and, you know, it wasn't going to try to mix any whites into the blue. So I know that that probably just sounds crazy, but the more you play with SewArt, the more you'll understand. Okay, so in this screen, we're first going to just go up here to outline border. We're going to choose our running stitch. We're going to make sure the height is a low number of 2, and the length is going to be 20. Okay, and we're going to grab, or we're going to choose to click down here. We're going to use our little needle tool, and we're going to click at the bottom of the head because it's flat and it's easy for the program to match up with itself, the first stitch and the last stitch. So we're going to choose right here, and it's going to outline the inside of that. Okay, and another reason why you don't want the eyes and nose and everything, besides resizing, it also tries to outline all of your detail inside, and that's the big old pain. So just digitize your details separately. Okay, and I've been doing this for a couple days, trying to make sure that the video is okay, and I keep forgetting to do the ear. So remember to do your second ear. All right, so once you're done with the outline border, we're going to choose the fill tool, and we're just going to click, and we are done. We're going to choose File, Save. It's going to give you the opportunity to save an image file. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to choose Cancel, and when I do that, it's going to bring up the embroidery saving page. Okay, so I'm going to save this to my desktop. There's already one there that says horsehead.pes, so I'm going to choose that one, horsehead Feltie. Okay, I'm going to choose Save. Okay, so that's how you do it in SewArt. All right, now I'm going to go over to SewWhatPro, and I'm going to put the outline border tool on this. I'm going to separate the videos so that they're easier to kind of take in. They're not as long, but I will make one video where it's one complete video, and then I'll chunk it up in a smaller. So those that don't have SewWhatPro and they just want to do these Felties, they don't have to watch the whole SewWhatPro video and the stitch out and everything else, okay? So if you just have SewArt, this is the way to go to make your Feltie. It's not going to do the border around, but, you know, it's going to be okay. Hopefully someday they will add the border tool to SewArt. That would be really awesome. And then we wouldn't need SewWhatPro for Felties. Alrighty, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Bye-bye. Okay guys, so I'm over at my machine, and this is going to be the stitch out for everything that's done in SewArt and SewWhatPro. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of how it's going to look excuse me, in SewArt. So you don't really have to do this border, but it does kind of finish things off and make it look really cute. So, excuse me, one of the things that I wouldn't do is a second die line. The first die line is fine. The tack down I would do without completely, okay? So this is where we're going to be adding our fabric over the tack down, the first tack down, and this is the second tack down. This ended up being unnecessary, okay? So, and then it's going to do the face outline in the ear, and then you're going to trim everything, and then it's going to do the mane. I also wanted to insert that you want to use your same color bobbin thread as the top thread, at least for the bean stitch part, so that it's the same color on the top and bottom. Okay, so here's the stitch out with the mane done and the outline done, and also the tack down stitch. And there's the backing. Now we're just going to take a piece of felt and we're going to put it over the part that's stitched. And we're going to tape it the top and the bottom. And we're going to place it back on our machine, okay? And then we're going to run that final bean stitch, and that's going to sandwich everything together and hide all of the back strings and everything. You don't have to do this point either whenever you do a a feltie. You don't always have to have a backing on it, but that final stitch in the backing just makes it look so much nicer. And like I said, I would get rid of that second tack down. It just looks terrible. Okay, so there's the backing part of it, showing you that it's covering everything, and look how nice it looks. And it, like I said, it would be so much cuter without this second line. But there's our feltie. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.